So I'm gonna keep posting whatever I want to post on this YouTube channel. Alright? And I'm gonna just, express what's on my mind. Number one, you better start taking your financial journey very, very serious, because the world is very, very cruel to people that don't have money. That's just the truth. Majority of people's mentality when it comes down to money in general is programmed and conditioned to be very, very negative, very, very lackful, and that's not beneficial for you, And then most people look for a savior, millionaires and billionaires, and they need to pay more taxes and they need to do this and the third. None of that stuff is going to go towards you. Even if they did, it ain't going to help your pockets. You understand what I'm saying? Your financial responsibility is up to you and nobody else. Right? I come out here daily, I go feed the people, and I do what I can with what I got. Point made, period. Alright? I make it a priority that I invest into assets, because assets help me generate more money. In these times, right, people always saying cut down or live below your means and cut your spending and things of that nature. But guess what? In this economy, we got to focus on making more money, keeping more money, and multiplying it. That's it. Your wages ain't enough. You're working 40 hours every week. Every 2 weeks, you're getting paid one time, and with that paycheck, you got to survive. That is a cage. It is a mental enslavement. It is a programming that's stopping you from at least trying to get wealthy, right? And your only dependency is your 401k. That's it. Most people don't have multiple sources of income because their only income is the job, right? And you're basically, even at your job, right, you're renting out your hours because your employer determines how much they're going to pay you per hour, right? And once again, with the paycheck that you get, you got to survive. You got to pay bills, utilities, you got to eat, you got to clothe yourself, you got to take care of yourself, right? Now, what me being in the gig economy and, leaning towards entrepreneurship, which I do have a new ebook that I created a couple days ago. You guys can go check it out. Me leaning towards entrepreneurship has taught me how to have more faith. Faith over fear, and how to add more value to people, and how to have a better mentality when it comes down to asset ownership. All right. Now, the system is designed. It literally is designed to keep you asleep, to keep you a sheep, and to have you looking for some savior. Y'all be thinking voting is gonna help you. It's not. These people stick together. They don't give a fuck about the masses. They have, conversations together in the same rooms, and you think that if I just vote for this person, my life will change. It's not. It's not. The economy is getting cooked. Inflation is getting cooked. Why? Because all of the money that they printed back in 2020, right? So we start to feel the effects of it now. Your wages stay the same. The cost of living rises. So now, yeah, right? We making it out here, but now you have to learn how to put your critical thinking cap on. You understand what I'm saying? You got to learn how to stop being distracted by entertainment and all this stuff. And I get it. Right now in New York City, people are excited because the Knicks finally, in the finals. And I've been a Knicks fan since I was a kid, but I know that sports are rigged. And I also know that these people are millionaires and they're getting paid to do what they love. So I got to focus up on doing what I love, right? But we have to focus on the ownership of assets and not surviving off of wages. If you're strictly dependent on your job and the wages that they're giving you, you would never make it out here. You will be just like everybody else. You will get the same results that everybody else is getting, which is what? Paycheck to paycheck. I keep telling y'all they pay you just enough to help you pay some bills, but never enough to leave the plantation. That is a they basically setting you up for failure. Let me put it that way. Now, yes, you can use some of the money from your 9-to-5 job to fund your freedom. You know, what is your freedom? Your assets. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll keep telling y'all. A corporation doesn't care about how much little they're paying you. They don't care about your low hourly wage. They don't care that they take so much out for insurance and taxes and all the other stuff that they take out. They don't care about how low your paycheck is and how many hours you worked and how much overtime you did. All of that stuff they don't care about. They care about profits. They put profits over people. So as a person, you got to say, I bet I'm going to play the same game. I'm going to buy assets. I'm going to focus on being a profitable asset owner. And I'm no longer going to think like an hourly wage person. And I keep telling y'all, bro, like they thrive off of your lack of knowledge, your ignorance. That's the word I was looking for. They thrive off of your ignorance. Because money itself is a man-made construct. It's about controlling power. If they can control you with your paycheck, they can control you with your salary, and you don't think beyond that, they can control your life. And they can distract you with the entertainment. They can distract you with, always wanting to have fun and trying to run away from your problems and not making enough money. Like, it's easy to get distracted out here, but it's better to stay focused. It's easy to run away from your problems and start being addicted to certain things, but it's better to transmute that energy and start using that energy in a more positive way. I tell you this before, positive messages don't get pushed out. Negative messages do. People do clickbait stuff to get the views, because the views equate to money. The views equate to more people watching the ads. The advertisers is going to pay you on your videos. Everything is about money. Life itself is about happiness. Life itself is about spiritual growth, connecting with the source, connecting with God, connecting with your higher self, fulfilling your purpose, right? And the money is just a byproduct, but the money is printed. It's digits. It's numbers. So one of your priorities should be, stop thinking with a lackful mentality, thinking that if I get paid $15 or $20 or $25 an hour, I'm okay. You're not. I promise you, you're not. I can assure that you're not. Because a person that has ownership, they're thinking about abundance, limitless potential, earning potential. My bad. Limitless earning potential. They're not thinking about, oh, I got to survive off this hourly wage. You see, survival mode is how they control you, how they keep you not thinking. You see how sometimes you get hungry, you can't even think correctly because you hungry? Same thing with your money. You can't even think about a better future. Why? Because you're in lack. You're spending on average 160 hours every month. And that's just 40 hours every 2 weeks. 40 hours every 2 weeks. 40 hours every week. Every 2 weeks, that's 80 hours. 80 times 2 is 160. So 160 hours of your life for 2 paychecks. And at the end of the month, you barely have anything left over. Just let that sink in. And that's one of the reasons why asset owners get ahead. If you keep on contributing to it and you keep on owning the right stocks. You're doing your research. You're taking that journey serious because the money's rate free 24/7. You're no longer dependent on a paycheck. I haven't gotten a paycheck in a month now. I think it's been longer than a month since I left corporate. But regardless of the fact, Yeah, I've been out here doing my Uber. I've been grinding it out, right? I've been taking care of my responsibilities, as I should. Still got more work to do, still got more growing to do, still got me more evolving to do. I'm just trying to help the people as much as possible, but at the end of the day, only you can help yourself and only you can save yourself.